Quick question for you. Someone asks you, what time is it? And you think, it's 5:35? Or maybe you check your phone first, just to be sure.
Or maybe you know the numbers. But when you hear, it's 5:15, you feel a bit confused.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You understand the time. But saying it in English? Not so easy.
Well, today, we are going to fix that.
In this episode, you will learn how to tell the time in English in a simple and natural way.
We will show you both formal and informal ways. So next time someone asks you the time, you answer with confidence.
Learn, Speak, English, the podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn, Speak English podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Thomas.
Hello, Thomas. And hello to all our listeners around the world. I'm Ryan. It's so good to be here today.
It's great to have you, Ryan. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic, Thomas. The sun is shining in California, and I'm ready to help our friends learn some English. How about you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm especially excited because today we have a topic that everyone needs.
Let me guess. We are talking about time?
Exactly. Time is very important. We use it every single day. We look at our phones, our watches. We always need to know the time. And today we are going to learn how to tell the time in formal and informal ways.
That sounds perfect. It can be a bit confusing for beginners, but we will make it very simple.
We will. But before we start, we have a small favor to ask.
Yes, if you are enjoying our podcast, please subscribe and give us a like. It helps us reach more English learners like you.
And please, tell us in the comments right now, what time is it in your country? We want to know. What time is it in California, Ryan? Here in London, it's 3 in the afternoon.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning here in California. And you, listener, what time is it where you are? I love reading those comments. Okay, Thomas, I'm ready. Let's talk about time.
Great. Let's start with the most basic question. Ryan, how do we ask for the time?
The most common way is, what time is it?
What time is it? Simple and clear. Everyone, please repeat after Ryan.
What time is it? Well done. Another way, maybe a bit more polite if you are in the street, is, excuse me, do you have the time? Repeat. Excuse me, do you have the time?
Great. Now, let's start with the easy part, the o'clock. When the big hand of the clock is on the 12, we say o'clock. For example, if it is 1:00, we say, it is 1 o'clock.
Exactly. It's 2:00. It's 2 o'clock. It's 5:00. It's 5 o'clock.
Ryan, do we use o'clock if it is 5:10?
No. Only for the full hour.
Good to know. Now, let's look at the digital way. This is the informal and easiest way to tell the time.
I love the digital way. You just say the numbers. For example, it's 3:15 or it's 4:40.
Great, Ryan. It is also important to remember that with digital time, we must keep in mind that for the minutes in the first 9 of the hour, 0 is said in the following way. For example, It's 10:05. We say O for the zero, or 10:05. Everyone try saying that. 10:05.
But Thomas, in the UK, you use some other words too, right? Like past and to?
Yes, Ryan. This is the more formal way, and we use it a lot in Britain. It's like a little puzzle.
A puzzle. Tell us more.
Well, imagine the clock is a pizza. We cut it in half.
I like pizza.
Me too. From 1 minute to 30 minutes. We use the word past. We say the minutes first, then the hour.
So you say it's 10 past 5?
Exactly. 10 minutes have 5. 10 past 5 for 20. 20 past 5. And so on up to 30.
That makes sense. And what about the 15th? We have a special word for that, right?
Yes. When it is 15 minutes, we say quarter. So, a quarter past 5.
A quarter past 5. I like that. It sounds very elegant.
It is. And for 30 minutes, we say half. So, half past 5. Now let's practice the past way. Ryan, it's 10 past 2. It's a quarter past 4. It's half past 7.
Great job. This is very useful. But Thomas, what happens after the 30 minutes? What about the other half of the pizza?
For the second half, from 31 to 59 minutes, we use 2. We look at the next hour.
This is the part that is a bit tricky for beginners.
It can be. But think about it like this. How many minutes until the next hour? For example, it's 20 to 6. We have 20 minutes left until 6 o'clock. Or it's 5 to 6. We have 5 minutes left until 6 o'clock.
Oh, I see. You don't say 40 or 55. You say how many minutes are remaining.
Exactly. 20 to 6. 5 to 6.
And what happens when there are 15 minutes left until an hour?
We use our friend quarter again. For example, we say, it's a quarter to 6.
Wow, Thomas, that is very different from the digital way. In California, I usually just say 5:55 or 5:45.
It's important to know both. If you watch a movie or read a book, you will see both ways.
That's true. It's like math, but with words.
It really is. Listeners, don't worry if it feels difficult now. Just keep practicing.
Hey, Thomas, I have a question. What about the 12-hour clock? In English, we don't usually say 13 o'clock or 20 o'clock, right?
That's right, Ryan. We use AM and PM.
Can you explain that?
Of course. AM is for morning. From midnight until noon.
So, 8 o'clock in the morning is 8 a.m.
Exactly. And PM is for the afternoon and night. From noon until midnight.
So, 8 o'clock at night is 8 p.m.
Correct. When we talk about noon, we mean 12 o'clock in the morning. And 12 o'clock at night is midnight. In a natural conversation, we often say in the morning, in the afternoon, or at night. For example, I would say, I have breakfast at 7 in the morning, or I have dinner at 7 in the evening.
It sounds more natural that way.
It does.
Now, let's talk about a very common mistake. Thomas, do we say it is the 5 o'clock?
No. We never use the. We just say, it's 5 o'clock.
Perfect. Thomas, do you have any tips for our friends to practice this at home?
I do. Look at your watch or your phone many times a day. Every time you see the numbers, try to say the time in English out loud. Say it the easy way and then try the formal way. Practice makes perfect.
And you can also use it to talk about your routine. Thomas, what time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6:30. And you, Ryan?
I wake up at 7 o'clock. What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 o'clock sharp.
9 o'clock sharp. That means exactly at 9, right?
Yes, exactly. No minutes before, no minutes after.
I like that expression. Listeners, try to say it. At 9 o'clock sharp.
And what about you, listener? What time do you get up? What time do you start work or studies? We look forward to reading your comments. Ryan, before we finish, there's a way of expressing time that we haven't discussed yet. And I think it's important. How do we say the time when something happens?
Great question. We use a very small word, but very important. At.
Exactly. For example, the movie starts at 8 p.m.
So remember this. We use at before the time. It connects the action with the exact moment. Many learners forget this word. They say, the movie starts 8 p.m. But in English, we need at.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. The movie starts at 8 p.m. Very good.
Wow, Thomas. Time really flies when you are having fun.
It does. Let's do a quick summary of what we learned today.
Good idea. To ask the time, say, what time is it? The easy way is just saying the numbers. 5:20. The formal way uses past and to. Use quarter for 15 minutes and half for 30 minutes. Always use at for a specific time.
That was a perfect summary, Ryan. Remember, friends, don't worry if it feels difficult now. Just keep practicing every day.
Absolutely. And before we leave, we want to hear from you.
Yes. Go to the comments and answer this. What time do you usually go to bed?
Use the English ways we learned today. For example, I go to bed at 11 o'clock, or I go to bed at 1:45.
We can't wait to read your answers and reply to you.
Also, if you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you for listening to Learn Speak English podcast.
See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.